And welcome back. Thanks so much for sticking with us. We're turning now to a relief and wellness efforts to help our first responders and our military veterans, true heroes in our communities. An event is coming up to help them out. And to tell us more about that is someone behind that effort. We have Jordan White. He's the founder of Hero Services here in West Michigan. Thanks so much for joining us. And kind of talk to us, before we talk about this event that you're having to kind of do that, kind of tell us about your organization. What is it you kind of do?
So Hero Services has been around for a couple years now, and we're progressively getting more active with our mission of recognizing and providing resources to veterans and first responders. Those resources include a financial assistance program called the Hero Services Relief Fund, and then a fairly expansive program called the Hero Services Wellness Program, which is a mental health assistance program providing resources and treatment to veterans and first responders. So we're trying to take an active role with helping mitigate PTSD and mental health treatment.
Yeah, such a much needed goal, and really incredible to know that you guys are doing that. And you have a couple events coming up that'll kind of help with those efforts. Kind of talk to us about the first. One of them, to my understanding, is a softball game. Strikes for Stripes, you're calling it. What's going on with that event there? What can people expect from that?
Yeah, so that's a veteran and first responder softball game on September 13th. It's Memorializing September 11. So we have a pregame ceremony. Local veterans and first responders are competing in softball at Cornerstone University. We're going to be there at DeWitt Stadium, and it's a 9-inning game. There's a pregame ceremony memorializing the day. In addition to, we have a memorial walkway that is leading into the stadium that is showcasing the events that have occurred from September 11, 2001 to about September 24th. And then at the end of it, there's a segment of the World Trade Center that's going to be on display as well. So it's about a 9-inch by 12-inch chunk of I-beam that came from Ground Zero. Mm-hmm. So, yep.
Yeah. Incredible. Is there any way that the public can take part in this? I know that you're saying responders are kind of taking part in the game itself, but can the public participate in this? Can they buy tickets? How can they help out with that?
So you can find our Strikes for Stripes and our next event that we have actually come in before that. You can find those on social media on our Facebook account, and then you can also order your tickets through our website. So we have an event webpage for the September 11 memorial event as well as the rodeo.
Mm-hmm. And who benefits from that? Is it like local first responders, or is it kind of more of a national network kind of thing?
So we're pretty localized to West Michigan. All of the funding, all of the proceeds from our fundraisers winds up going into the Hero Services Relief Fund or the Hero Services Wellness Program. The Relief Fund, like I said, is that monetary assistance program, and the finances put towards the wellness program are providing treatment to the extent of assisting with TMS therapy or other high-level treatments. We also have a referral network of talk therapists and trying to stand up peer-to-peer support groups. So.
Mm-hmm. And as you kind of mentioned already a little bit, this isn't the only event that's going on. I understand that there's another that's going to be going on, a rodeo, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of tell us about that as well.
So next weekend, a week from today, we're starting a two-day event, which is the Hero Services Rodeo, and that is the finals for an entire rodeo series. So if you compare that to be a championship of their rodeo league, let's say, we're taking the top bull riders and bronc riders and ropers and barrel racers in a full-fledged rodeo, and that's all. They are all competing for the finals August 22nd and 23rd.
Mm-hmm. And that kind of goes towards the same benefits as the softball game does, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. So all of the proceeds off from that event is going to be going to help fund the Hero Services Relief Fund and the Hero Services Wellness Program. Mm-hmm. So we really appreciate the opportunity that was given to us by Flying Star Rodeo, and for the individuals that are part of the rodeo community. They're one of the well-known rodeo production companies within that community, and they offered this opportunity to partner up with us with the rodeo. So,
Is that the first rodeo that you folks are having? You may have already said, but is that the first one? Is this a new kind of thing, or is this?
it's yeah, essentially, it's new to this scale. We have had some brief interactions in the past, but this is slated to be our biggest event that we've ever experienced. So we're hoping to really wind up getting the seats filled, and hopefully we're gonna have some people bring out their lawn chairs because we sold out, and we're gonna be at the Grand Agricultural Center of West Michigan. That is the new fairgrounds over in Lowell. That is off from Cascade. So if you take the Lowell exit off from 96, it's right there.
And I think I saw some of that promo video that you provided to us. That's August 22nd and 23rd, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the Friday, gates will open, I don't know, early enough. I can't remember exactly my timeline, but the gates will open. The pre-event ceremony is going to be at 6:30, and then the rodeo is officially to start at 7. On Saturday, we're lining up some pre-event activities, and then again, the pre-event ceremony is going to be at 6:30, and then the rodeo starts at 7. So.
And you had kind of said you guys have been around for a couple of years or so now. I mean, like, what kind of success have you had with these kinds of efforts and actually helping with wellness and for our heroes? What's it been like to do that?
So the entire development of the organization has been drinking from a fire hose, so to speak. It's been a hectic, quite a hectic few years, and the super nice thing about everything that we've been doing is we've been getting a lot of support with our fundraising efforts and that sort of thing, and getting the community to support us with our mission. But in addition to that, the members that we're trying to provide those resources to are getting the resources that they need. It's a good balance, one between the two. I mean, obviously, we always need more funding to wind up providing more assistance on the other hand, and the more popular that we grow, the more support we get, and then the other hand, the more individuals are seeking our assistance. So it's been interesting to see that all pan out.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and it's such an important mission. So I'm sure it's a lot of work, but in the end, you can feel like it's all for something. It's all for something very important that we're doing here.
Yeah. So through our partnerships and our sponsors and that sort of thing, it's just been a lot of support and a lot of networking, and we're getting people where they need to be, our veterans and first responders.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Has it seemed like the community has been pretty receptive to your efforts so far?
And it's been, starting our organization from nothing is where I started it from. It's been a little bit of a hard grind trying to build that network and stuff like that, but as soon as people start noticing us and start coming to some of the events, they start seeing how impactful it can be, because at all of our major events, we like to wind up leaning into the whole recognition aspect of it too, which winds up standing us apart from a lot of other softball games and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, and such an important mission that you guys are going on. I really appreciate your efforts. Kind of before we go, just want to open the floor to you. I mean, is there anything that you feel we haven't talked about so far for the viewers, but you feel is important to mention about what you're doing and what's coming up, the events that are coming up? Is there anything else that's on your mind?
Well, I would say just follow us on Facebook, check out our website. We have the 2 major events, which again, the rodeo is a week from today. Strikes for Stripes is September 13th, but we have a multitude of other events that we've already had this year and more coming before the end of the year. I think we are slated to have a total of 5 events before the year closes. So we're pretty hectic. If you can't make one of these 2 events, you can join us in something else. If you can't make any of the events, you can check out our Guardians Roast Coffee. We have our own branded coffee line that you can support our veterans and first responders through that.
Wow.
It's available on our website, and just any support sharing the organization, sharing the events, all of it's appreciated. So.
Awesome. Well, Jordan White, thank you so much for taking time to tell us about these events that are coming up, and thank you for advocating for something that's so important. Really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
And now that we're going to break now, but when we come back, we're taking a look at our forecast as we head into the weekend. What can we expect? That's coming up next.